Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Welcome to the start of a brand new week. What a privilege it is to get to step into a new week, and even more so, to get to step into a new week together right here. Happy Monday. This week, our teacher for the week is John Wellwood, so every morning's meditation will start with a message or a few thoughts from John Wellwood. Danae, a very good morning. Hello. Beatrix, good morning. Happy Monday. Sunmari, good morning. Happy Monday, beautiful humans. Let's get into it today. The week stretches before you, a canvas waiting for your brushstrokes. Goals to set, dreams to chase. It's the natural human instinct to plan, to propel ourselves towards a perceived better future. But in this mad dash towards what could be, we often forget the most fertile ground for growth. Right here, the present moment right now. Charlene, good morning. Happy Monday. Great seeing you. Our teacher for this week is John Wellwood, and as we look ahead at a new week, his message is that of course we have to plan for the future, but we can't live there. We can't be in that future space. We have to be right here. Anthony, good morning. Welcome to Monday, dude. Keep returning to the present. Find acceptance for the being that you are right now. Because it's so easy to slip into the narrative that says, I'll be acceptable once I have finally fixed all my flaws. So here's a few thoughts from John Wellwood. He says, forget about enlightenment. Forget about enlightenment as a goal. Sit down wherever you are and listen to the wind singing in your veins right now. Feel the love, the longing, and the fear in your bones. Open your heart to who you are right now, not who you would like to be one day in the future, not the saint you're striving to become, but the being right here, before you, inside you, around you. All of you is holy. You're already more and less than whatever you can know. Breathe out, touch in, let go. I think it's beautifully said. The next thought from John Wellwood. We already have so much abundance. We truly do. We need not search too far. It is within. The reason we fail to recognize this is because we haven't quite mastered the art of being. You already are abundance, is what John Wellwood says. And if you don't experience yourself as being abundance, it's because you failed to recognize. I'm getting this wrong. Let's say that again. If you don't realize that you yourself are abundance, it's because you haven't quite mastered the art of being. That's what he says. In recognizing exactly where we have been unconscious, we become more conscious. This is not a dismissal of goals or aspirations. Planning provides direction, but it shouldn't become our sole focus. We often get caught in the when I get there narrative. I'll be happy when I finally achieve X, Y, or Z. Wellwood reminds us that the abundance we crave is not reserved for some future enlightened state. It's available right now within the messy beauty of our present reality. The present moment holds the key. We start this week with a reminder to not get lost in the goals of the future, but to move from moment to moment asking, what does this present moment ask me to pay attention to? And that'll be one of our exercises in today's meditation, is looking at the week ahead and reminding ourselves during the week to ask the question, what does this moment ask me to pay attention to? Is it a simmering pot on the stove? Is it a call to a loved one? Or is it simply the feeling of your breath against your nostrils? By grounding ourselves in the now, we can respond to authentically and effectively to every moment. Pouring 100% of your energy into what the present moment requires is what sets us up for the next moment and the next. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes. Let's slip into this week together and remind ourselves to live from moment to moment in presence this week. You can close your eyes and we'll start with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine. Lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. As you continue your full body breathing, feel your body rise with every inhale, and feel your body fall with every exhale. And while you continue your full body breathing, let's have a conversation about what you are doing right now. You are being the teacher to this body. You are taking your body by the hand, sitting it down, and saying to your body, "This is how I want us to do this." we'll have a quick conversation around consistency versus intensity. It's easy to fall into the trap of having a picture in your mind of what this should look like, what a meditation should be. And in a sense, we can call that the intensity. How successful you should be at the meditation. Consistency is not asking for a certain level of intensity. Consistency asks for just show up again and again. We'll bring it back to meditation for a moment, but we'll use a different example. Working out, getting your body moving. It's likewise easy for us to fall into the trap of what the workout should look like. The intensity of the workout. If we do a very gentle, easy workout, it might feel like this is not good enough. I didn't work hard enough. And while sometimes that may be valid, the bigger question is consistency. Because it doesn't matter how hard I work out once a month or once a week. It doesn't matter how perfectly I nailed everything in my workout. If I don't have a steady consistency, then my workout still does not have a lot of benefit for me. I can rather show up every day gently than once a week with great intensity. In the conversation of consistency versus intensity, the question is often, who's behind the wheel? Because when we don't feel like doing things and we then don't do them, we don't have the adult behind the wheel. We have an inner child behind the wheel. When the adult is behind the wheel, then we show up because we decided to show up. We show up with consistency because the adult knows that consistency eventually is what pays off. But when the adult is behind the wheel, there's also a gentle wisdom that says, it's okay if we don't push too hard today. It's okay if we do it more gently today. But we do need to keep showing up. And we do need to keep trying. When your wisdom is behind the wheel, then you trust that there are days that you will push harder. There are days where your intensity will be higher. And there are days when it will be gentler, softer. When your wisdom is behind the wheel, you keep showing up because you know that consistency is what makes the difference in the long run. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. And lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body. Feel how softness settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a brand new week. See your toes sticking over the edge. See yourself ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. Our exercise on a Monday is to remind ourselves not to walk into this week on autopilot. And on autopilot would mean walking into the week and reacting to everything that happens this week from old patterns, old programming, a knee-jerk reaction that repeats the same old patterns from the past. What we want is to step into this week with awareness, to step into the week in presence, and to make decisions about our actions this week from wisdom, not from an old pattern. So let's start with what is known about the week. What is already in your calendar this week? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, walk yourself through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and remind yourself of some of the things you want to get done this week. Remind yourself of some of the places you need to go this week. Remind yourself of some of the people you need to see this week. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? Ask yourself that question and soften your body. What am I creating this week? What comes to mind when you ask the question? We are never not creating. Even when we don't ask the question and we're just on autopilot acting and reacting to the world from an old pattern, we are still creating. And if we're acting and reacting on autopilot, we are probably recreating the same old stuff from the past in the present and into the future. We are always creating. If we don't become deliberate about what we're creating, then we'll continue recreating the past. So take a moment to become deliberate. What will you be creating this week? How will you be creating this week? Perhaps the easier question is, how will I show up this week? How do I want to show up this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself a few days ahead. Jump into the next weekend and then look back on the week. When you get to the end of this week, what would you like to check off your list? What are some things for which you'd like to say, I got this done, I got that done? What are some things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one and I made progress on that one? Take your next big breath. A message this morning from John Wellwood is a reminder that yes, we can and should plan for the future, but we can't live there. The place where we truly grow is right here, right now, by being available to what this moment needs us to pay attention to. So in the week ahead, can we remind ourselves to stop and ask from moment to moment, what does this moment need me to pay attention to? Let's rehearse it right now. Right now, in this moment, as you sit in meditation, what does this moment ask you to pay attention to? What does this moment ask you to pay attention to? Take your next big breath. Let's rehearse some more. As soon as this meditation is done, as soon as the meditation is over, what will the next moment ask you to pay attention to? Will it be to pick up your phone and start scrolling? And I don't know, maybe it would. I'm not trying to answer the question for you. But as soon as this meditation is over, perhaps ask yourself the question, what does this moment now ask me to pay attention to? Take your next big breath. Let's keep rehearsing the reminder to ask ourselves from moment to moment, what does this moment ask me to pay attention to? Look into your day ahead and find a moment that you know something about. Perhaps it's the start of your work day. Perhaps it's someone who you need to see. Perhaps it's picking up the kids from school. Whatever it might be, find a moment in your day ahead for which you know something about this moment and how it's going to be. And then ask yourself, when that moment arrives, will you be present for it? When that moment arrives, what will the moment ask you to pay attention to? And can you see yourself put down all other distraction and pour all your energy into what the moment requires of you? Take your next big breath. And this is really all we need to do, is be present to know what the moment requires of you. Put down all distraction and pour all your energy into the moment, from moment to moment. And when we do, it makes it easy at the end of the day to again be present for the moment you put yourself to bed. And not be caught up in how you got it wrong today. Not be caught up in what problems might come tomorrow. But even at the end of the day, what the moment requires of you is to put yourself to bed, give yourself a kiss on the forehead, or imagine you could, and tell this human, you did your best today. Not only if you were able to nail present in every moment, but because you were trying. You did your best today, and tomorrow you will again. Can you rehearse this moment too, being present for you when you put yourself to bed? Remind yourself, today you did your best. Take your next big breath. We'll take just one more big breath together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention to your breathing. Sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. Perhaps that would be the most important moment to be present for. Showing up for yourself when you put yourself to bed. Reminding yourself that you believe in yourself, that you believe you did your best today, even if it wasn't perfect. Even if you really struggled to stay present in every moment, because the truth is we all do. We're going to keep practicing. But we're going to keep falling short on the being present 100% of the time. We don't need to nail it. We need to keep trying. But if you nail this one, if you can put yourself to bed, remind yourself that you believe in yourself, that you believe you were trying your best. And that, of course, you'll try again tomorrow. That might just be the best setup for every one of your present moments. I'll read to you one more time a few thoughts from John Wellwood, our teacher for this week. He says, forget about enlightenment. Sit down wherever you are and listen to the wind singing in your veins. Feel everything. Feel the love, the longing, the fear in your bones. Open your heart to who you are right now, not who you would like to be. Not the saint you're striving to become, but the being right here, before you, inside you, around you. All of you is holy. You're already more and less than whatever you can know. Be present, breathe out, touch in, let go. He reminds us we already have so much abundance. We truly do. We need not search too far. It is within, already, right here, right now. The reason we fail to recognize this is because we haven't quite mastered the art of being yet. In recognizing where we have been unconscious, when we look back at our day and we notice all these moments that we were not present for, in that moment we become more conscious. Wishing you the best week. Wishing you many moments of being present for the moment, from moment to moment. But more than anything, if you, quote unquote, fell into the trap of failing being present, not being present for many moments in the day, my biggest wish is that you show up for you at the end of the day when you put yourself to bed. Remind yourself that you are trying. Because even in the moment you recognize where you were not present, in that moment you're bringing yourself to presence. In that moment you're immersing yourself in awareness. Don't let the judgment and the criticism take you out of being present again. My biggest wish for you is to show up for you at the end of the day, being present for you, reminding yourself you are trying, and tomorrow you'll do your best again. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder of asking myself from moment to moment, what does this moment ask me to pay attention to? Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the grace to be kind to myself when I realize how many moments I've missed, how again I got caught up in a thought, got caught up in a fear. The grace to be kind to myself, putting myself to bed, reminding myself that I am trying. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being able to share this moment with you right now. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. Gigoleti, good morning. Happy Monday. Awesome seeing you pop in. I hope you had some time to sit down with us for a while. Tia, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the new week. Hope you could sit down with us for just a little bit. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Beatrix. Thank you, Charlene. Wishing you a beautiful week. Wishing you presence from moment to moment, but more than that, wishing you kindness and gentleness for the you who is trying. Hope that you can really feel the love from you when you put yourself to bed at the end of every day. Enjoy your week. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.